So today I'm going to be talking about the key themes I found in this course through the utilization of my concept map. While policy and definition are very important, today I'm going to be touching on the key themes I found, which are individualistic education, understanding, collaboration, respect, and the need not to ignore important issues but to face them. So we start out here with ethnicity, categorization, and race, which starts us off on such a great point because we begin with seeing the great difference between understanding and judgment based on categorization. So with race and ethnicity, so often there are stereotypes, and it has so much to do with the understanding of others, but also the understanding of self. So identification is such a big thing. This is how people identify themselves. And so often when people identify using stereotypes, discrimination and prejudice or racism come about. So we move up to socioeconomic status, and we see right here the categorization, stratified categorization, that leads to whether it be one's self-understanding or others' understanding. This leads to the success or failure of people based on others' understanding. We move over to sex and gender. So the huge issue here is people have no idea the definitions. People don't understand. There are stereotypes created. People have no idea the meaning and need understanding, whether this be just by definition or just be understanding those around them. So we move to sexuality and education. And the big important thing that we were just talking about is awareness, people needing to understand the definitions, but also need to understand others. But creating inclusive schools, so having students be accepted for who they are, having no room for prejudice in the classroom, but asking questions, having students be accepted for who they are, and having allies for the students, having people who will back them up and support them, and having diversity inclusion. So it being okay for students if they're different and that being accepted and encouraged. Then religious education is so important, just like what we were talking about, understanding. It's the core of everything. Being able to understand religion for each student themselves, but also being able to understand religion as a whole for the world and for their worldview, and understanding how the world works and how others react to them. The importance of this through curriculum and objectivity and the importance of that, but just making sure that teachers are able to really allow their students to create meaning and connect to this. So then we move over to educational variation. So this is what we were talking about. So individualistic education. Each student is so different, whether it be because of special needs or special education needing to help students in different ways, or whether it be because they don't necessarily know English. Each of our students are so different. So just needing to bring in individualistic understanding, each student being known as themselves and having a classroom seen as each student rather than an entire classroom together.